There are 2 cutscenes. Go ahead and skip them with X+. Windblight. Equip the Royal Claymore. Oh. And take your elixir. Now the strategy for Windblight first phase, to avoid him, is what you're going to do is you're going to run up to his right side. It is best that you get there before he starts to reappear, because if he starts to reappear, he's going to summon a tornado and he's going to ream you. Once you get to his right side, as soon as he starts to reappear, start your spin attack, and the direction you want to go is you want to basically orbit him. So if Windblight is, say Windblight is right here, you're going to be standing to his right. Then you're going to start your spin attack. Is right. You're going to start your spin attack and you're going to orbit him all the way to the left. If you do this, the tornado he summons is going to follow you, but it's going to go off to the back. And so by the time you get to here, you'll be able to dodge the tornado. But you'll want to make sure you go forward as well, just to make extra sure that the tornado doesn't hit you. Right. This is a 2-cycle fight. So the first cycle is with the Royal Claymore. The second cycle will be with the Stone Smasher. With the Royal Claymore, you do want to slam it to get that extra hit. Make sure, for good measure, that you do enough damage to the Windblight. With the second one, you should be able to get him out of the phase. One thing to note, though, is after the first cycle, after you orbit him the first time with your spin attack, you're going to be out of stamina. So you're going to have to basically slow walk and try to catch up to him before he spawns again. If he spawns before you get to him, don't engage. Just run away and avoid the tornado. If you engage, you're more likely to get hit. And since this is probably your first couple of times running, it's safer just to avoid. Wait for him to do a 3rd cycle and get to his right side before he spawns. So let me show you what that looks like. So he's coming over here. It's a quick spawn, but I got to him fast enough. I'm going to orbit him, slam, and change weapons. Now I'm out of stamina. He's going to come right about here, but he's being slow. Notice how he's being slow. That gives me the chance to do exactly the same thing all over, which should kill him. Second phase. He's going to summon 3 tornadoes, and there is absolutely nothing I can do about it. Because I'm too close to him. Equip a Royal Guard's bow, and make sure your ancient... Oh, you don't need the Royal Guard's bow. Okay. So technically you don't need... Okay, yeah. Equip the Royal Guard's bow for damage. We need that damage. And shoot him. After that, have at him. This is another 2-phase attack. Switch to the Royal Claymore and shoot him with your last arrow. Get headshots for good measure. That rush attack might have cost me. Yeah, it did. If you aren't able to kill him in two cycles, you can just shoot him with an arrow. Alright. Waterblight Ganon first phase. Waterblight Ganon is very easy to manipulate. If you're at about medium distance, which is where you spawn, if you're at about medium distance with Waterblight Ganon, he's going to do a spear thrust. As soon as he starts the spear thrust, which is extremely slow, run over to his left and start a charge attack. Now, if you'll notice in the middle of the arena, there is a Triforce. I'm going to run and I'm going to stand at the intersection of the top left middle triangle. You'll see what I'm talking about when I get there. From there, I'm going to charge attack and I'm going to move to his other side to get double hits on him. Now, other runners do it so that they position themselves between Waterblight's right arm and his body to get the double hit that way. I haven't been able to do that consistently. One thing to keep in mind when doing these charge attacks, facing away from the enemy does not cause you to get the double hits, because the moment you start the charge attack, Link will automatically turn to face the enemy, and you'll basically be facing forward. So in order to get the double attack on any enemy, or the double hit on any enemy with the charge attack, you have to move behind them during the attack. Alright, so let me show you what that looks like. We're going to wait for him to thrust, whistle run, and right there at that intersection I was talking about. Alright, I did not get the double attack there. That's really annoying. When I practiced this, same thing happened to me. What that means is I might have to go into a second cycle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit him twice with normal attacks because I'm out of stamina while he's on the ground. And then I'm going to jump to interrupt it to try and get as many normal attacks as I can and possibly still salvage this first cycle. So jump to interrupt the attack. Get as many as possible. Nope. I'm going to have to go into a second cycle. I just realized I thought I already took that. Well, that explains why I'm going into a second cycle. Yeah, I know, Jan. I was like, why is my elixir not going? You're supposed to eat the elixir before Windblight Ganon. I don't know why my elixir wasn't... Because I paused it and I thought I did at least. Alright, whatever. Anyways, second cycle. Do the exact same thing. Keep yourself at medium range so he thrusts. Go over to his left and move to the other side. Second cycle, Waterblight Ganon. What we're going to do is we're going to headshot him with bomb arrows. And we're going to want to have our strongest bow, so go ahead and do your Royal Guard's bow and your bomb arrows. And wait for him to spawn and headshot him with 2 bomb arrows. Charge attack him, but you will not be able to finish the charge attack, so cancel as soon as he gets up. Go ahead and equip your Stone Smasher and prepare for the next headshot. They'll fall down, and then you can use the Stone Smasher to finish him off. Alright, I'm going to let this play through because I want to explain. You want to whistle run to Fireblight's right side. Come to a complete stop and charge attack. So start your whistle run before the cutscene finishes. Charge attack to halfway and slam. Did you see how my endurance was at halfway? That's when you let go. Not before, and certainly not after. He's going to do this kind of like half-stunned thing. Immediately charge attack again. When he starts getting up, immediately when he starts getting up, release the charge attack and slam. That will knock him to the floor. So, doesn't matter how many hits. Attack twice so that your stamina refills, and then charge attack to finish him off. Fireblight's going to make himself invincible, and then he's going to wander around for a couple of seconds. It's a very good opportunity for you to set your equipment for Thunderblight. You want the orange bow, and you definitely want normal arrows. If you enter Thunderblight with bomb arrows, you're going to end up blowing yourself up. Make sure you have normal arrows. Place a bomb in the center of the arena. Prepare your attack, blow it up, and then charge attack him until you slam. Alright. If it breaks, not a big deal. Switch to your Royal Claymore. Alright. Now we're going to use the exact same strategy as what happened in the first time. You're going to want to run to his right and charge attack him till you're halfway, and then you slam. And you charge attack him again until he starts getting up, and you slam again to knock him down. That being said, I want to go through some strategies. His second phase attack strategy is the exact same as his first phase attack strategy. There are 3 attacks Fireblight Ganon can do. The first one is a horizontal sweep. That is the most dangerous. There is only a small cone directly behind him that you cannot get hit. The second one is a full rotation horizontal sweep. Very easy to dodge, just stand right next to Fireblight, you won't get hit. The third one is a vertical attack, a vertical slice. Also easy to dodge, just make sure you're, go into the right while he's doing it. So he's going to do one of those 3 attacks, and I have to make sure that I handle them appropriately. So this is the very small cone of that right there. That's the small cone where you have to avoid to get behind him. I want you to memorize that attack. It is his most dangerous attack. Make sure you know where to move during that attack so that you don't get hit if you cannot get him down. Alright. Doing it again! Ah, son of a git. See, that's what I mean. Alright. So I'm going to heal myself, and then I'm going to go ahead and do the normal pattern. So here's this vertical attack. Easy to dodge. Halfway. Slam. Puts him down on the ground. Alright, and we are out of 2-handed swords that I want to use. So we'll just use the remainder of our Royal Guard sword. Be very quick with your equipment. As soon as you get control, do your equipment so that it doesn't attack. Equip the Thunderblade, and then equip the Lizard Shield. The Lizal Shield. So the strategy for Thunderblight, he's going to charge us, we're going to shield, and he's going to basically hit our shield. After he does that, we will use the Thunderblade to break his shield, switch to the Boomerang, and knock him down with the Boomerang combo. After that, we will sprint up to him, do a full Boomerang combo, and then he'll rise up and start trying to hit you with electric attacks. You'll want to headshot him with a bow and arrow so that he falls down, and then equip the Thunderblade and do a full combo, breaking his shield on the last attack. After that, knock him down with the Boomerang, rinse and repeat basically. To show you that, dodge these if he does it, but he could do an immediate attack, that's why you need to be quick. Break his shield with the Thunderblade, whip the Boomerang, and knock him down. Do a full combo with the Boomerang, then when he gets up, headshot him with an arrow. You have 3 attempts, because he does the attack 3 times. If you do not get it in 3 attempts, you need to prepare for him to rush you again. Now he's down. Whip the Thunderblade. Do a combo, breaking his shield on the last hit. Whip the Boomerang. Knock him down. Rinse and repeat. Second phase. It is very important that your Boomerang is not broken before this. If it is broken before this, you'll have a very hard time beating him. Walk to about the center of this ring, aim at him, and wait for him to summon spears. When he does, throw the Boomerang to break his shield, and then headshot him to knock him down. Rinse and repeat the cycle from the first phase. Hold on. And that's Thunderblight. There's one cutscene you can skip, and then the intro cutscene you can't. Calamity Ganon. Dodge his first attack. You must be able to do a perfect dodge with his first attack. After that, you're going to combo him and change the camera angle so that you can go get more items for the rest of Calamity Ganon. Use the Royal Guard sword preferably if it's not broken. You'll want to move the camera to approximately 8 o'clock. Grab shield, sword, and bombs. And make sure you're sprinting when he attacks. Go ahead and grab the sword as well. Get far back. Don't worry. Do not worry about perfect dodging anymore. The only perfect dodge you needed to do was at the beginning. Nail him over and over with the bow. If he targets you like that, just keep strafing him. Make sure you're locked on. When he's on the wall, hit him with 2 bombs and he'll come down. Do not do it when he's close to you. He will drop on you and kill you. Conserve 4 bomb arrows in case he gets on the wall again. Alright, if he's targeting you and you run out of arrows, let him finish the attack first, otherwise you might accidentally get yourself killed. On the wall, hit him with 2 bomb arrows. And make sure he doesn't land on you. Okay, cool. My goodness, I can't freaking navigate. Don't let him attack you. Just keep spamming him with arrows. Just over and over and over and over and over. Don't worry about dodging. Make sure you're strafing him when he attacks. Alright, hold on. And then more arrow spam. Second phase. There is one absolutely required skill you have to have in order to complete second phase. That is reflecting his laser. If he gets on the wall, you're gonna have a really hard time beating him, because him on the wall, he's basically invincible, and he can sit there and try to peg you with different attacks. But when he's down off the wall, he's going to try and shoot you with the laser. Now the timing for the laser is visual, but it's different depending upon your TV and/or monitor. For me, I have to wait until the blue energy starts gathering into the center before I can do a shield reflection. What that looks like is pretty much as soon, like the moment he starts the shot, I have to shield reflect. When I was on a faster TV, I had to wait for the energy to actually get to the center of his laser before I shield reflected, because the latency was faster on that TV. This TV is a little slower, so I have to wait till a little later. Your timing is going to change based upon how far away you are from Ganon. I would advise that you stay at about a medium range, because that's what the timings I'm talking about are for. So if you stay at about a medium range for him, the timings will be all about the energy effect gathering into his laser, and not when he actually shoots. So it looks like he's going to go on the wall. I'm going to do my best to survive. There is a chance I will die. I hate it when he's on the wall. Alright, so anyways, yeah, he's going on the wall. There is absolutely nothing I can do to get him down. I knew it. Okay, so this attack, he's going to throw his spear. Waterblight does the same thing. What he does is he leads you. You can actually dodge this. He will lead you, so run in a direction, basically run in a circle. He will throw at the vector that you're going at the moment he throws, so when you change direction, it won't hit you. Still extremely risky though. Just like that. Just run in a circle when he does that attack and you'll dodge it. Ow, God. This is why you need health items. Now you can reflect those to get him off the wall if you're good enough. Another circle. Alright, he's off the wall. Waiting for a laser. If he does a normal attack, do a perfect dodge. Get some damage on him. That's gonna break. Let's just do this. You'll have to practice the perfect dodge timings. They're a bit difficult. The horizontal slice is the easiest because you can get a perfect dodge out of his range. Alright, get to medium range. See, I wasn't quick enough, and so I lost a shield. That was too early, and I died. So you can see how dangerous Calamity Ganon is. Blights in Calamity Ganon are by far the thing you need to work on most, because they are the most difficult. Give me a laser, big guy. Please, I am begging you. And then he goes on the wall. Like, seriously, why does he go on the wall? Alright, I'm going to be extra cautious. I'm not going to worry about trying to get him off the wall. Although... whatever. If he does a laser, I'm just going to run for it. Circle, I screwed that up. Thankfully, the circle strategy worked well. Alright, he's down. Laser. Got it. Okay. Now that we've done laser, Edge of Duality. I want to talk about stun lock for a second. So what we're going to do here is we're going to stun lock Calamity Ganon. If you can perfect this trick, Phase 2 of Calamity Ganon becomes extremely easy if you can get him down with a laser. So, stun locking. What's going to happen is I'm going to position myself so that I get the maximum number of hits possible per rotation, which will be 2. And then, when he is about to summon his shield, like his invincibility, you release your charge attack and slam it on the ground. The effect of damage while he's putting his invincibility back on will actually knock him back down. Then you just rinse and repeat. Now, the hardest part about this stun locking is conserving... oh, what is the word? Conserving stamina and timing. In order to do that, what you're going to want to do is master how long you need to wait before you start the spin attack again. As for timing, when you slam, what I do is I watch, he has the Waterblight spear in his left claw tentacle thing. When he starts to get up, he'll slam that spear into the ground. I keep holding Y until he slams that into the ground. Only then, once it's good and in the ground, do I release Y and let the slam happen. For some people, that visual cue is too early for them. They anticipate it, and then they release Y either right when it goes into the ground or right before, and then the slam happens too early. For me, I relax. I try to relax myself, and I just try to wait. The window is actually pretty darn wide. And I use the spear going into the ground as like a visual cue of when the edge of the window happens. So as long as you release Y after he's slammed the spear into the ground, you should be able to get it correctly. Now make sure you equip Edge of Duality. Alright, one last thing. Right after you knock him down with the laser, he takes longer to get up than he does with the stun lock. So you should wait, and wait, and wait before you start the charge attack, or you will run out of stamina. Let me show you about that. So he's down on the ground. I'm going to position myself between his laser, and then I'm going to start charging attack. Oh, I'm actually late. I'm late. That's weird. Normally it takes longer. Maybe the pause happened. Alright, because I talked to you guys with that pause. That's okay, we get a second try. So wait, longer than you think you should, and then start. If you're on the ground, release. Now for managing stamina, I look at my stamina's refill, and I try to gain a little bit back every time. That's pretty good timing for starting the swing. Just try to get a little bit of stamina back every time, and then start your swing. But right now I'm just staring at the stamina. Okay. This is a bad situation. My sword broke early. It broke outside of the window. I'm going to need to run away, and I'm going to need to knock him down again. So this is me running away to save my life. We should be able to finish him off with a stun lock. Give it a couple seconds. I might have started too early. Be on the ground. Gain a little bit more stamina back every time. Ooh, that's close. Alright. I was close enough to death, or to his death, that I was able to finish him off with a normal attack. If I had not been close enough, I would have had to run away, or walk away. I probably would have died, actually. And had to knock him on the ground again with a laser. Alright, so that's Calamity Ganon Phase 2. Beast Ganon. Super easy. Play it like you do casually. Don't take any unnecessary risks. Don't do anything, you wouldn't otherwise do. Just do what you would normally do. Grab the bow. Switch to it. And get out of the way of his laser. There are no real fancy tricks. Some runners have certain strategies to try to make it a little faster. I myself have one to try and manipulate him. Now his pattern is he'll shoot 2 lasers while Zelda is talking. Then he will rotate to face you and shoot a 3rd laser. It's after the rotation that the weak points appear. Right here, there's his rotation. I'll want to move to his right side and shoot the weak points. Now if you get to the center, you can always go into bullet time and finish off whatever weak points you missed. Wait for him to turn. As soon as he turns, he will become vulnerable again once he finishes his turn. Alright. Same thing. He's got to turn first, and then his stomach will become vulnerable, and you can finish him off. Hey Jan, are you talking about Beast Ganon? Yeah. No, Beast Ganon's easy. Alright, so he's turning. We're going to go to his right, just to avoid the laser. And anticipate his stomach becoming a weak point. Pretty simple. Basically how you do it in the game. Once you kill him, one of the things you can do, you can go to his head's not going to kill you, his stomach's not going to kill you. And you can actually take the updraft from his last laser to prep for when his final weak point appears. Just hang in the air and wait for it to show up, instead of waiting for him to fire a last laser. And that's time.